Are your eyes overstimulated? Relax and protect them with Essilor Eyezen lenses. Switch to Essilor Eyezen lenses and find your local Essilor expert at Essilor.com.
Just wanted to say something real quick. I'm sure everybody's seen the devastation that the hurricanes caused. That's all my hometown. That's all my family. That's, they're probably in the month before they get power and living in very primitive and harsh conditions right now. Everybody's that I know's house has been affected. Please, take a minute, donate to one of the causes, donate down there, because people feels like everybody's focusing on New Orleans and not down on the South Louisiana Bayou area that was pretty much destroyed. Grand Isle, a town that was a tourist spot, is pretty much destroyed. Look up the Red Cross, donate to them, donate to some of these charities that help people out down there. Thanks.
This is the way.
We're wanted men.
Yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm not used to being this early on the weekend, so
we like getting it over with.
Yeah,
because we've tried recording late, and it's like the whole day you're looking at your watch, going, "I got to be home."
Yeah,
yeah. That's what I told my wife that maybe you guys did it in the morning, but then you have the rest of the day to do whatever you want.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. What posters do you have behind you?
This Back to the Future with the Marty over there. Then I have the Rocky 4 over there with it's NECA. No, it's not NECA. It's Mego. I think it's the brand. And then that one over there on the back is The Empire Strikes Back with the R2. That's my collection. That's it.
Is Rocky 4 your favorite?
Yeah, from the movies of Rocky, yeah, that's my favorite one. Yeah.
Okay. I like that one. I like Rocky and Rocky Balboa, which I think is the first and the last ones in the series.
The last one was the sixth one or something like that.
Yeah, where he's like a owner of.
He met the daughter of someone. I don't remember. Oh, the little girl that he met.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, but Rocky 4. I mean, maybe it was because when that movie came out, my age at that time, I felt like I was indestructible.
Yeah.
And I thought I might be like him or something like that. Yeah,
No, I love that line. I must break you. You do whatever, man. You do whatever.
I always tell my daughter, you see, it's just I say that it's just a man. It's just a man. when he's fighting with, is he bleeding? That Drago is bleeding. Yeah. It's only a man.
Yeah.
Like what you have over there in your back over there, is that Power of the Force collection that you have on the back? Yeah.
Yeah. So this goes from Power of the Force on this side, and it goes chronologically to Episode 1.
Then you have the Black Series
Episode
at the bottom.
2. Yeah, Black Series is at the bottom. Then I have a little mini. I got this from Brookstone. It's just like it's like its own island for displaying system. Let me just turn my camera here. And then I just displayed my vintage collection and some of the other Black Series on there.
Do you have them all already? I'm feeling that we are leaving behind Glenn.
Oh no, man, it's all good. You
Glenn
see
who?
my collection.
Yeah. No, I don't have all the vintage collection. I have unfortunately the ones that I don't have are the ones that are couple $100 right now.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Ahsoka's going for close to $1,000 now, and I don't have that one, and that's frustrating.
Yeah, I saw
but as of November 1st, you can have her Clone Wars.
Yeah, but it's not the original release
Right.
with the green sabers. And
that's the reason I don't collect, because you can have like 4 or 5 figures with different cars and all that stuff. My wife won't let me do that. That's for sure, man. I have a few things. I mean, you already recording, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So if you're listening to this show right now, if you are a follower of this show right now, I'm gonna say this straight up. You have to get this guy's shirts right over here. Okay. Go to the channel. Jason is gonna put some video over there. Go to the channel, see the t-shirt, subscribe to the channel, because these guys are for real. Okay. And after that, Glenn is gonna be posting the notes where you can get this beautiful shirt over here.
That's awesome. Thank you.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, you have to check their channel. So go there.
That's awesome. Thank you. Nice plug.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying that I have a few things around the house. I mean, keychains or whatever you can name it, but I don't collect it like you guys collection itself like that. I just only have those Mandalorian stuff over there.
Okay.
The Black Series with the vintage, the regular one, with the vintage collection one, and just a few things over there. But I don't collect that much. Yeah. I don't have the money for that too. So.
Well, bienvenido a Smuggler's Galaxy. Did I do that right? It's been a while since I've used Spanish.
That was really nice, man. Do you get some Spanish when you were in school? Do you learn some Spanish when you were in school or something?
Yeah, I knew some Spanish, and then I moved to Miami, and all my friends were Cuban.
Oh,
and so I learned a lot of
Cuban what you're not supposed to be learning.
Yeah, stuff that I won't repeat here.
Yeah, exactly.
But I would use it just a little bit, but I've kind of lost it because that was 20 years ago.
Oh, okay.
So tell us, where are you from?
I was born in New York, and then I was raised in the Bronx and Manhattan and all this stuff. Then my family moved to their island, to Puerto Rico. So most of my life I spent right over there on the island in Puerto Rico.
And how did you get into Star Wars? Did you see it in Puerto Rico?
I saw it on TV. Well, my dad told me that I saw it on theater, and from that day forward, I don't know how, but Star Wars has been always around me. I don't know for any reason. I had the toys and all the stuff, but basically living on the island is almost it's the same as living on the States, because Puerto Rico is part of the United States. So it's basically the same. We have the same stores, the same cable companies, so you name phone company, you name it. You only speak Spanish. That's the only difference. So for me, it was normal. I mean, but the people in Puerto Rico, they're not like the people in the state that they watch the series. They read the novels. They usually go straight to the original ones. That's what most people over there likes to collect or see, or what they know what a Star Wars is. That's it.
So you saw it on the screen. Do they do in Spanish dubs, or do they do it in English and then on the bottom they put the Spanish translation?
No, in the island they do that. They put the English version, the normal one, and then the subtitles, the captions are in Spanish.
Okay. Yeah. And was this back in the 70s? Is that the original trilogy?
The original one was, I think the first one I saw it when I was a little kid in New York, but I don't remember. My father was the one who got me into this, even though he's not into Star Wars. I don't know, but his favorite character is CP3. I don't know, for whatever reason he think it was funny, so he took me to the movies to see the movie. But the other ones, I think I saw them on the island. I was already a kid over there. Yeah.
And what was collecting like on the island? Did they have the aisles full of action figures, or?
It's the same as in here, man. When that thing of the Power of the Force, you can see the house completely full. And when the Phantom Menace happened, the same as in the States, you can see all the owls. And then, of course, a few years later, you can see the bins with the $2 figures on clearance. That's when I got most of my figures, when they were in clearance. So, it's basically, like I say, it's basically the same.
Do you still have those figures from when you were a kid?
My father might have them. I don't have them anymore.
Okay.
Because I didn't bring that much. I didn't brought that much when I moved to the States.
Gotcha. Sorry, Glenn, I've kind of hijacked. Go ahead.
Yeah, man.
Do the opening.
Yeah. Well, anybody. Shit.
Hey, Glenn,
hey, man, open this podcast.
I almost went. You know what I did? I took a picture of you guys, right? And I went to my hairstylist. I said, I want to look like this guy over here because I'm a fan of the show. And he said, well, you don't have that much hair. So I said, well, I want to look like the other guy. And that's what I did. And and now I have the Glen look over here.
Awesome.
Well, those of you that have been listening, we're talking to Alfonso Rivera. He's been a fan of the show. He's actually designed our new logo, and he's been helping us out as far as logos. All the logos go throughout the week when we have a new show. When he does the little pictures that we post online, so he's the guy that's responsible for all that. So thanks for helping out with all that, Alfonso.
Yeah. What got me into your program, guys, was that I was trying to get some information from my podcast, and then I saw your show, and I said, "Wow, this is a new show. I haven't listened to this one." So when I heard you guys talking, I thought you guys were like younger, like 20-something, 30-something. I heard your voices, and I said, and suddenly one of you said, "Well, my grandkid," and I said, "What?"
That's me.
Grandkid?
That's him.
How is that? It's not even possible. And then I think Jason said something about, I went with my wife, and my wife is into Star Wars. And I thought to myself, that is real. That's real people. Because I used to meet some guys from other podcasts that I'm not gonna mention right now, and they became so big, that now they have the connections. And I was hanging with this guy. This guy gave me that information, and they were so big and so unreal for me, because they got everything that came out from Star Wars. I said, it's not even posted. That's a lot of money. So yeah, these guys over here, if you're listening to this show, these guys are real. They have families, they have struggles, they have the same struggles that you have collecting. So listen to them, because they're giving you really good material and content on this show.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah. Did he make you cry, Jason? Because I saw you take your glasses off.
No, I just saw red reflection in my glasses, so I decided to take that off. But no, I'm crying now. So there.
Thank you, Alfonso.
I'm forcing it.
Yeah, man. No problem.
So
but like I say, I don't collect that much. That's the only stuff that I have over there. I'm beginning to get into it, but I don't think I'm going to be going that far. I even have this thing over here. I don't know where to put it. The Mandalorian.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
Because I don't have like no stand or something.
Yeah, so
to go over there on the top over there where the Vader lightsaber is. But yeah, I need a stand. So
for the people listening, he's got the Mandalorian sidearm, his blaster. Where did that come from? Did you make that?
No, this is a prop that someone else make for me. It's a 3D prop.
Oh, 3D printed.
Yeah, I got it from a guy, but it's heavy. It's like, because
Feels
this
real.
is wood.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
This part over here is not printed. It's actually wood. Screw it into the print stuff. So it's kind of heavy. Yeah.
So it sounds like you're really into the Mandalorian.
Kind of, because like I said, if you're gonna collect a Luke Skywalker, man, your bank is gonna go, because there's so many figures of Luke, so many variants and cars and whatever. And when I saw the Mandalorian, I said, well, that's something like I could have, getting it like, every single time there's something about him, I'm gonna get it. I don't collect the other characters, just him. I'm not gonna be having the Bandai. Bandai is the brand figures.
Yeah, Bandai makes some.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna get those because those are like 100 or something. No, I'm gonna buy them at retail price, and that's it.
Yeah, those fig art, the fig arts and the Bandai stuff. Yeah, they're $100, but when you get one and play with it, you're like, yeah, you don't mind paying the $100 for the figure. You only mind it once, and then when you open it up and see all the pieces it has to it, they're amazing figures.
Part of the reason why they're so expensive is because they're Japanese, and Hasbro has the U.S. exclusive rights to the 6-inch stuff. So you have to import that stuff over here because they can't sell it, I guess.
Did you guys see the new Boba Fett without the helmet?
Wow, they did such a good job on that one.
Man, he looks more real than the real character, man.
Right.
The face is amazing, but I read that they might be around $80 or something. That's the retail price over there.
Right.
Yeah, they said the amount in yens. I just went to Google and change it. And apparently it's going to be around $8 or something, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be $8 as soon as it hits the States. So
it'll be over 100 once it hits the States. But what Alfonso is talking about is Fig Arts just released the Mandalorian, the dad bod Mando, and it's got you take the helmet off and it looks just like Tamora Morrison. It's got the chain code that pops up on it, and the Fig Art stuff to me is top of the mark when it comes to figures, because they're expensive, but once you pay it once, it's you get it out and play with it and pose it. It's got all the posing. It's got different arms. It's got different heads. I think some of them even come with stands, so you could pose them right. And Fig Arts is where it's at. It's top of the mark in my mind for figures.
I've always said figure arts.
Or is it Figure Arts?
I don't know. I wonder if I've been saying it wrong. People are just looking at me like, "What are you talking about, man?"
It's Figure Arts, Figure Arts.
If you guys don't know how to say it, I was struggling. Like, is Bandai Figure Arts because they have a U in the middle, and it's kind of strange.
Yeah.
But everybody knows what we're talking about because they make a bunch of different figures. But the Star Wars stuff to me seems like it's about in the $100 range, and then I've seen them make wrestling figures that are in like the $50 range. So maybe they got to pay a lot more for the rights for Star Wars.
They're even releasing a new Mandalorian without the helmet too. I don't know if you guys saw that one. It looks very nice, and again, another Grogu, another one.
Another Grogu, another version of the child.
One over there.
Yeah, I see that one. You got the Mattel one there.
Yeah, that's the Mattel one.
Is that a Black Series Mando helmet behind you too?
Yeah, that's the one I got. I got it straight from Hasbro.
Okay.
It was like a miracle because I thought for a second that I wouldn't get it because they keep moving the date.
Yeah.
And that's the Boba Fett, the blaster from Return of the Jedi.
Yep.
Let me see if I can move this a little bit. Now you can see over there.
Yeah. Is that one 3D printed?
No, that's a Ruby's one.
Nice.
I painted myself and I make the prop about it. I make a small video on our channel, but it looks nice. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out the base, but yeah, that's what I do.
Are you getting more into props than you are figures?
I think so. It's cheaper. I got that one for, I think it was $16 or something. I have downstairs, I have the Han Solo blaster I'm going to work on for $14. I have the Django flat blaster too. They're cheap, and the paint are cheap, and then if you put some love into it, they might look good. It might look real. I don't know. That's my hobby now.
How long does it take to paint those things?
That one was just one day.
The Boba Fett one? Yeah,
because I needed for my wife was dressing like Boba Fett. She was wearing the helmet over there. You can see the Boba Fett one. And she have the costume. It was like a Boba Fett costume, but it was designed for girls.
Yep.
And she needed the blaster, so I did it on the same day.
Oh, wow.
And it kind of looks good. Yeah, I don't know. I like it. That is what I'm allowed to do with Star Wars.
You can make props and pieces.
I can make prop because they're cheap.
Yeah. Trust me, it took me a long time to get to where I'm at. I'm 8 to 10 years in collecting. So it takes a while, and it's $20-$30 at a time. And then now all of a sudden you're like, instead of buying $20 a month, you're buying, you're spending, instead of where am I going with this? Instead of making a purchase a month, now I'm making a purchase a year. It feels like. So
okay.
Yeah,
but I'm looking at Jason's collection. It doesn't look like a 10-year collection. It looks like those packages looks new for me. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a 25-year. I mean, I was in high school and I started up again, but I wish.
Really?
I wish I had done some of the vintage stuff on card, because back then that would have been more affordable. Yeah. But I remember going to a local. The mall had like a collector's event, and so in the middle of the mall, they would set up tables and they would have kind of like an antique show. But it was just trading cards and action figures and things like that. And I remember looking at a Monomon in his package for $100. And someone was like, "Why is it so expensive?" And the guy was like, "Well, nobody wants that. It was a peg warmer, and so nobody bought it, and now it's worth a lot of money." And I didn't have $100 back then, but I'm just like, fudge, man. Fudge, $100 for that thing on card, Power of the Force. Fudge.
That's the one thing that annoys me the most, is when I started 8-9 years ago, back in the vintage collection, you were able to find figures for $1 a piece. $10 was a lot to pay for a figure 10 years ago when I started. And
you guys were talking about, Jason was talking about how it's to be a collector in the island.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's a group down there that they're doing raffles, but they call them waffles because apparently if you say the word raffle, Facebook is going to be taken down.
Yep.
I think it's illegal or something like that.
Gambling.
That's what I read. And they do waffles for $3 or $4 of Power of the Force figures. And they do, like, for example, 35 numbers, $2 each or $3 each. At the end, they get like $80 or $100 for a figure that I know that the retail price is like $2 or $3 a million car. Because when you guys went to the store in Cincinnati, the toy department, that's where I saw some of the figures that they have, the same ones. And I tell people, don't do that, man. He's getting like 80% or more of the retail price minimum car for the same figure that you're paying. Okay, you're paying $2, but at the end, he's getting like 100, 120 for that same figure, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's but people doesn't know what is the value, which one are the really very expensive ones, which one are the ones that you can find even, I don't know. I mean, Glenn might know. I mean, and Jason might know because you have the collection. You know which one are the very expensive ones, the rare ones, or whatever, like the ones with the blade that they came with the case with the long slot instead of the You have one of those?
No, because back then I wasn't chasing the variants, so I don't have a Luke with a short saber and a long tray. But that's going for like $100, and I'm like, where did that come from? Because for the longest time that was just a $5 figure, and now we were at IC and that was going for $100. I'm like, are you serious? I was about to
You almost said a bad word.
I said it. I almost said it. I pulled back. I was gonna go there, but then I didn't go. Come back.
I know my Power of the Force 2 stuff, when I sold it and somebody gave me like $200 for it, and I said,
for the collection,
and I ran. But I didn't have anywhere to display it. It was sitting at a tote in my house, and I needed I wanted a tattoo more than I wanted Power of the Force 2. So that's where it went.
That's really neat because your background looks like a really big store on the back over there with the displays and all the stuff. Jason's background looks like a really nice store with all the figures. Mine looks like a regular guy.
You got a man cave. That's what you got.
Yeah, this is the we call it the movie room because the living room is downstairs. But this is the only part that my wife let me get Star Wars stuff. That's it.
Glenn and I are swimming in the deep end. You're kind of wading in the shallow side, and just like, hey, you guys look like you're having fun over there.
Yeah, man, and I'm gonna be waiting forever. That's for sure.
Yeah. But you're collecting what you love. I mean, you got your Mando stuff, and that's awesome.
Right.
Yeah, but I like Glenn always say, I have to beg for that because some of them I didn't pay the retail price. So let's leave it over there.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna get the Black Series white box Mando. The variant, no, it's 200, 300. That's
not unless I hit the lotto in the next few years, I guess, because I mean, it seems like Black Series, it's topping out at 200, 250. I haven't seen many go past that point. So like all the rare ones like Boba Fett in the first release of Boba Fett with Han Solo and Carbonite, that one's going for about 250. The Kenner Deco version, that's going for about a 200, and that Mando first box is going for about 200. And I think that's the highest that they're going right now. I haven't seen anything kind of exceed that. So that seems to be the ceiling right now, but I still don't have the money for a white box Mando.
Those guys from the toy department store, they had the white box in 150.
Wow.
And I give it a thought and I give it a thought, and then I give another thought, and I said, no, I'm not getting it. 150 is the lowest price that I have seen that box. That was my chance to have it, but I said, no way.
So do you live in Cincinnati right now?
Yeah, I live right about 15 minutes from Cincinnati, where you guys went over there and took the pictures of the. Yeah, I live about 15 minutes from there, 15 or 20 minutes or so.
So you go into the city. Oh, go ahead, Glenn.
I'd be hitting yard sales every weekend if I was you, man. But I'm sure everybody's doing that.
Yeah, because I tried to do that, but I couldn't find anything, so I just said, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm trying to go all over the places on the yard sales looking for those, and also the COVID, I don't feel I'm that. I think I remember that Jason one time said that he wouldn't go outside his house unless he feels really safe. And I'm that kind of guy that before COVID, when I went to a restaurant, I used to use my elbows to open the door. If I'm going to put some gas, I'll take a napkin or something to grab the thing to put gas in my car. That was way before COVID. So when the COVID hits, to do the long story short, I don't do groceries anymore. I just order them in the app. They arrive home. I clean all the stuff in a special place, and that's it. That's how. So that's why I don't go that much out right now.
No, I don't go out because I'm an introvert. I just don't like talking to people.
But yet you're on a podcast.
Yeah, my wife said that we didn't feel the thing of the COVID because we practiced that before that the distance. We don't like people. And still, like Glenn said, I have 2 podcasts. So
what were you going to ask, Jason, before I interrupted you?
I don't know. It's gone.
I'm sorry, man.
No, it's all good. That's how my brain works. I'll get an idea and I'm like, that's genius. And then 2 seconds later, wait, what was that? Squirrel.
I'm pretty sure it was going to be something about Hasbro.
Yeah. I don't know. Probably. Hasbro sucks. Do you think Hasbro sucks? There we go. There's my Hasbro complaint.
Let's talk about Hasbro again.
Hey, so Galactus just funded at 20,000 at what, $600?
Yeah.
20,000 ordered.
That's crazy. But hey, did you see that they also released another Transformer?
That happened overnight, right?
Yeah, or a couple of days ago.
I didn't see it then.
And and it's like at $180.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, the Hasbro Pulse or no, whatever. Yeah. Whatever. Shit.
Yeah, it's Hasbro. It's HasLab.
HasLab. That's what I'm thinking of. They just did they're doing a Transformer for $180.
Oh, maybe there's some hope for the Rancor to be in that same price range.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I don't think the Rancor is going to be that much expensive because it's not going to be like a real big ship. It's like, I think it's going to be like, someone said like 6, no, not 6 feet. That's stupid. It's not going to be that big. So I think it might be on the 200 a 300, maybe. I don't know.
Well, I'm seeing that. Yeah, I'm seeing that 180. So I think that's the sweet spot for the Rain Corps.
Yeah.
I'd say $200. And as far as add-ons, incentives, I think, you get the Rain Corps Keeper, any of the Jabba Palace guys, because they could just reuse that for the 30th and 40th anniversary Return of the Jedi. So maybe like Squid Head.
Mm-hmm.
I hesitate to say a Gamorrean guard because they've already done that. So what could be the add-on? Maybe a Gamorrean guard that pulls apart.
Wow.
You have one half in the mouth or something,
and the other half in his hand.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
That'd be a little grim for a child's toy, but quote child's toy, because George says it's for children.
Right. Well, that's what I think. That's my number one thing is I think we all need to get in our head that Star Wars is a kid's show, and here we're 45 still arguing about it, but we love it.
Yeah, I see that you even have the Rogue One poster over there.
Yeah, IMAX poster. That's
the Solo one on the bottom.
Yep, Solo one's on the bottom. That's Rogue One is my favorite Disney era Star Wars movie. I think it was done pretty much perfect. Solo was good, but I have feelings because I'm a Legends or EU guy reading the book, so I have feelings on Solo just because it didn't follow the Legends. And it was still a good movie, and it took me about 15 minutes going, that's not Han Solo playing. Not Harrison Ford playing Han Solo. But after that, it was great. So those two movies are my favorite Disney era movies.
Someone posted on Facebook a picture of the guy who did Solo with the guy who did the Mandalorian deep fake Luke Skywalker and the daughter of Princess Leia of Carrie Fisher, with the three of them saying, there you have your new trilogy. There you have the guys for the new trilogy right over there.
Yeah, I think you could, if they had Billy Lord playing Leia, I think that's something we could all get behind because, either her or the girl from Stranger Things.
Yeah, that little girl, the blonde little girl.
Millie Bobby Brown.
Billy Bobby Brown. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Millie Bobby Brown, whatever.
That's
Millie Vanilli Brown.
I think if they did recast Leia as either one of those, that's something we could all get behind. And then Bucky from Marvel, the guy who played Bucky, get him to play Luke. He looks pretty
Sebastian Stan.
Yeah, but I don't think he's going to be playing that.
Sebastian Stan.
I don't think they're going to recast those guys.
No, after what Luke Skywalker said, Mark Hamill said that it was like something that he said that unless Mark Hamill told me to do it, I'm not going to do it, or something like that.
Yeah,
I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah,
apparently, it didn't went well with Mark, and he said something else. And I don't think they're going to be taking him. And I think he's too old also for the character. Yeah. I don't know.
Well, I like what they're doing with Mando right now. They're taking the stories further without having to go back to what's been done 40 years ago. If you want a retelling of what happened 40 years ago, just watch the original trilogy.
Exactly.
Right.
You don't need nothing else.
Yeah. You're right. But yeah, I think with Mando, they're going to have to recast. If they do continue on with Luke Skywalker, they're going to have to recast him. But
they just hired that dude who did the deep fake.
Yeah, that's the one that I was talking about. That guy.
Yeah, there's a deep fake with Solo, and they took Alden's body, but they put Harrison Ford's face on it. So it's kind of an interesting thing to watch, and it's done really well. I think it's better than the CG Luke Skywalker.
Well, y'all all seen the gallery, right?
Yeah, Disney's gallery.
Yeah, but you heard what
Jon Favreau?
This technology, they're just at the cusp of it. Yeah. In 10 years, they're going to be able to do it. And he's like, you have to be responsible with this because in 10 years, you're not going to be able to tell the difference between a fake and a real.
Yeah. And he was talking about how to use it responsibly, that they scanned in a bunch of Mark Hamill's voice clips and they synthesized his voice for the Mandalorian. That's not even old Mark talking. That's young Mark talking. And so there's a lot of, that's cool. But at the same time, who's to say, this is an extreme example, someone doesn't uncover a new recording of Hitler and, or somebody fakes internet
president, maybe.
Yeah, president or fakes an internet hoax or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just incredible the technology that they can do today. But after watching The Mandalorian Disney Gallery season 2 finale, whatever you want to call it, it seems like the issue I had with that cameo is the actor himself didn't emote enough. He seemed rather wooden, when he's just standing there the whole time, and it just seemed fake because it didn't seem genuine. So I don't know.
Or maybe they told him do not move. We don't want you to screw the image over there.
Yeah. You're right. I think both of y'all are right that he was told not to move so that they don't mess things up. And it does seem like that because when you look back at Tarkin and when you look back at Leia, that they didn't move a whole lot because I guess they didn't want to mess it up. It was too much move. You couldn't move around. Yeah,
but John even said that they used like a mix of deep fake and the guys from not Lucasfilm, the guys who do the effects.
Yeah,
what's the company
ILM,
name?
Industrial Light Magic.
Yeah, they use a mix of all those techniques to do the fake. That's why it looks better than Leia and better than Tarkin. Because
they were also talking about de-aging, which Marvel uses a lot, and it looks like they're going to be using that in Spider-Man to de-age Doc Ock. But I didn't see any of the de-aging come off in The Mandalorian. It didn't seem like they used that at all for Mark Hamill.
I think they said that it didn't work well or something, if I remember correctly.
I had to stop in the middle, so there was a break, so maybe I missed that. But it was just interesting that they brought that up, and then they didn't really follow through on that.
Right.
Hey, Jason, I'm curious, man.
Yeah.
What is that box that you have over there?
This box right here?
Yeah, that one over there.
This is a Case Fresh retro collection, Empire Strikes Back. So there's Luke.
Oh, Yoda. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Because I saw the box, and I immediately thought scalpers. If you can see the scalpers, they put the whole box. I'm gonna sell these figures, and I have the whole box over here.
I have another one here for the original Star Wars retro collection. I didn't get the shipper box for Mandalorian. It's obviously bugging me because I got 2 here.
And they got to do it again for return too, right?
Yeah, they got to do more than just repackage these things because most of us already have that.
Right.
Well, you have the whole wave over there in those boxes?
Yeah, for Empire Strikes Back and Star Wars. I have the whole wave for Mandalorian. I just don't have the shipper box like these.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm not really a big shipper box guy, but I just thought that'd be cool for these retro figures.
Yeah, you can see the people in Mercari having the boxes. Well, I have this box over here that I stole from Walmart.
Some of those boxes are worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
Just crazy.
So
yeah.
No, ahead, you were saying you worked for Kmart. Just while we were talking about retail, I figured it'd be a good. You used to
about
for Kmart
in the
back
90s,
in the day.
92, 94, I guess. I was the operation manager for a Kmart in Puerto Rico. And yeah, that thing happens a lot. I don't know if you guys remember the Hot Wheel era, that there was like everyone was looking for the Hot Wheels car and a specific number or something. We used to have those boxes on the back because as soon as they hit the floor, people were trying to open them themselves to get what they need. And we got some guys selling the whole boxes to customers. And I think that's the same thing that is happening right now with the Star Wars toys and Walmart and all that stuff. Walmart near my area over here, they say that they had 3 Black Series Boba Fett helmet in clearance for $39 each. $39. I went like every single day. I went over there. Hey, it said that you have this, and they check their inventory too, and they say, yeah, we got them. We don't know where they are. $39 each one of them, and they had 3. And suddenly they didn't have it anymore. They disappear. So I guess that's what's going on right now. Also, they're just selling the boxes. Employees selling the boxes that like they used to do back in the time with the Hot Wheels stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you'd have somebody come in and it would hold a box basically for a collector, and then the collector would pay him a bounty basically, and then they buy the box.
We got a guy this is, like I said, 92, 96, 94. We got a guy who used to do the cleaning on the store, and he has those big it's like a trash something where you put all the bags of trash and then pull it out and put the trash out. Underneath that stuff, he had the boxes of toys, of Hot Wheels toys.
Wow.
Because we were working overnight, and at 6 a.m. there was another manager that opened the door because we are locked over there right on the store, no keys at all. And then a manager used to come at 6 o'clock in the morning, open the store so he can take the trash out. But on those trash, he has underneath all that stuff, the boxes, and we got him.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did you figure out he was doing that?
Because there were rumors that he was selling jeans. He was selling jeans, and there was stuff that begins to disappear in the area that he was working on, and we were spending too much time on that area. So we put the cameras. We didn't got him taking the merchandise, but we saw that he was spending too much time on electronics or stuff like that, or in toys. And then one time we said we're gonna check his trash car. It's like a big car or something.
His buggy. They call them buggies.
And that thing. And then we got him. Yeah. Wow. We took the backs out, and it was the Hot Wheels cars over there. The whole boxes. Yeah, because people were looking like crazy for them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the villain that the modern collector has in the back of their mind. We just know somebody's in that store taking this stuff. Target employees are doing that.
Yeah, but it's not only that. I think that, Jason, you have heard that guy he has a YouTube channel, Spectrum something.
Yeah, Spectre Creative.
That one. He nailed it right in the middle when he said that he made an example. For example, if you have one item on your aisle, he said like a hammer or something, no one is going to get the whole hammers in just one day. But if you have all the figures over there, the computer reacts. Well, we need to sell one hammer a week, and we sold 8 of them, so we don't need to order anymore because we already made the sale of that one over there. That also happened on the system. If you take a figure, the system said, "Oh, we need another one because we need 6 for the pecs." For example, it used to be automatic. I don't know how it works now. And the system ordered another one. But if you got the 6 of them or the 8 of them, the system is going to say, "Oh, we already sell what we need to sell about that figure over there. So let's move to another thing." And there's no other thing, because if they don't do more toys, there's nothing else. So that peg is going to be empty,
right,
until they finish the design of the layout of the toys. Right. And that's basically every 4 or 6 months. So that is going to be empty for 6 months for sure.
Yeah, and that explains what's going on right now at Target. And those pegs have been empty for months. And, without some sort of Forced Friday event, I just don't see that getting restocked. It's just going to be a matter of luck if you stumble upon something and see something on shelf. Yeah,
that's how it used to work. I'm pretty sure that it's working like that right now also. So,
yeah. How was it like dealing with collectors? Were you getting people that were, rushing the store for stuff like we were here?
Well, you have to give the smile, because you're a manager of the store. You have to give the smile. We're going to be taking those merchandise in a few hours, maybe in the afternoon. And you saw the guys right in the store the whole day, going around the store, just waiting for you to get those boxes out of the warehouse. Yeah, it was crazy. I don't see that anymore with the Star Wars stuff. But
I can't imagine spending my day walking around Kmart waiting for boxes to come out from the back. It just seems a little crazy to me. That seems like there's a deeper end of the pool that Glenn and I are not swimming on. It's like the ocean. You guys are lost at sea, boy.
Right.
Yeah.
So you were just down at Disney.
That's where I was going. How was Disney, man?
It was great. I don't remember Disney like I used to remember it, but it was it was great, but I wanted to be home for the same reason that I was talking about the COVID thing.
Yeah.
I it's not to sound like I lost the count of how many times I have been on Disney, but it was my first trip to the Galaxy Edge Park.
Yeah.
Because when the last time that I went, they were doing it. So I didn't have the money to go right away. And this was my first time over there. And it feels like I was in the park. It didn't feel for me like I was in the Disney era or whatever. Like they promised it was supposed to feel. I felt like I was in the park. And also when we went there, the things weren't where they are right now. I read that cases in the COVID are like 800% increase, 800% each day, something like that right now. Yeah, we were there. People weren't having that distance between them. They didn't have the glasses anymore. They made you use the mask just only on the rides, but there was no one watching if you were wearing the mask or not. So there were people without a mask. Yeah. And I didn't feel that safe over there with my family. And suddenly 2 days into it, we saw the news. Okay, Disney is going to be changing the guidelines. Now you have to use the mask, even on the line over there. Still, no one was watching people if they were wearing their mask or no. Yeah. So it was like a free land over there. People were so close to you that you can feel them breathing into your neck on the line.
Wow.
I was about to fight 2 times. Because
throw down.
Yeah, I mean, we were celebrating my daughter's birthday. So I knew if I push this guy or I do something, we're going to be throwing out of the park. So this guy was right over there in my neck. And I told him, man, can you just step back just a little bit? You are right into my back over there. And he looked at me and he went back. In a few minutes, he was there again. and I told him, man, I told you already, move back. You're too close to me, man. And he told something to his, I think he was his brother or his kid or something. He was a huge guy too. And they were talking and they say something that I cannot say in here about Hispanic people.
Oh, man.
And I said, yeah. And that's when my Puerto Rican, New Yorker stuff went to my head. And I said, I'm gonna hit this guy. I'm gonna hit this guy for real. So I told my family to move like 6 feet away from me so I can keep the distance from them. Mm-hmm. And I can be, I had to hold myself over there. That happened to me twice. And then we were in the line, and then there was this guy with his little kid. They cut right in front of me. I was about to buy something to drink. And I told him, man, I was right here before you. And I didn't want my space back. I just want him to know that I saw you, that you cut right in front of me. And he looked at me and he said, it doesn't matter. Just like that. He just looked at me and said, it doesn't matter.
If it doesn't matter, go to the back of the line.
I said, man, I'm not going to show you how much it matters because you are with your little kid right now.
Yeah.
And I mean, like I said, you were trying to hold yourself to not fight over there. That's not a Disney experience park for me. So that's what I'm saying, that it didn't feel like the last time that I went over there.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry all that
didn't
happened
feel,
to you, man.
Yeah, I didn't feel safe.
No.
People over there, I was talking to my wife because we were thinking that, I mean, this might be sounding racist or something, but we saw people over there that is not the common people that used to go to a park. That apparently it's people who take the money from all the helps, the money that the government is giving and all the stuff, and they took the money and went to the park with the family because their behavior is not like from a person that used to go to a park and spend all that money going on to vacation with their families. So, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, there's also with COVID, I mean, people are not acting the same. Like people are under a lot of stress right now. There's people who are stressed out because, like you're saying, you don't want people getting close. You know, if people are breathing down your back, they normally buy you dinner first. And you got other people who are like, take your mask off. And it's like a big deal that other people are wearing their mask, and it's stressing them out that other people are wearing masks. And I think a part of them feels like they should be wearing masks, but they don't want to wear masks. And I mean, everyone's just very testy and short right now. And it's just kind of crazy. And I hope we can get past this so things can go back to normal, if there will ever be a normal again.
I think it might be, but I think Disney is dropping, for me, for real, is dropping the ball in that, or they're just looking to the other side to see what happened. But they are not acting like the first time when this came out, that they sold the parts and that's it. Yeah. Let's figure out what to do. Yeah, no, they're just looking to the other side. They're just
Disney's just in a weird place right now.
It is.
I mean, we've kind of, I don't want to rehash it all over, but there was a report that the parks are open right now. And schools have just started across the country, but is it too expensive? Are people staying home because they hear these stories that it's too expensive, and that's why there's so much availability in the park right now? It's a crazy time. But were you able, besides all that was happening, were you able to kind of embrace the theming and for a minute or two pretend that you were in a Star Wars?
Just only when I got the saber. I felt like a little shy on Dark store. On Dark is the name of the store.
Doc on Dark.
Doc on Dark, it's still, again, you have to do your pre-line or whatever, pre-wish, or however they call it, with your app, and they text you. Now you can go into the store. As soon as you get into the store, into the line, there's a guy who immediately said, hey, you can now move from the line. You're going to lose your position if you move. And you're trying to see all the other stuff from the store, but you can't, because if you move from the line, you're going to lose your place. And they're like, even the employees were acting like weird. It's not, I mean, it wasn't like a magical place for me. for real. Even the employees were acting like, move over here. I thought maybe there were used to be employees from the Rise of the Resistance, and they still think that they are the bad guys over there,
right?
And they move them to the store, and then they keep the character going on. I don't know, but I couldn't see much of the store because of that reason.
That's a bummer.
It was like a fight. Even the guy who was showing me the blade was like, which one you want to see? This one, okay. He was like, hurry up, there's a line. And I told my wife, I'm gonna take Vader's because that's the most that I want over there, because I didn't want the Rey one or the other ones. And they didn't have the Luke Skywalker real one. So I said, I'm not gonna get in race with the thing on the metal over there, the strap, the leather strap. No. I'm gonna get the Vader's one. So that's what I got. And then I asked Glenn, are you guys gonna go into Disney or something? Because I regret not getting the Darksaber for the collection. And then, but then he told me that apparently you were going to the park, Jason, and then you canceled the trip or something like that.
Oh, this fall we were talking about it, but we've kind of backed down because of COVID and the Delta variant. We still have one kid who's not vaccinated, and we're just, I mean, Florida's out of control right now too with their cases. So we'll go back eventually. Right now, it's just there's a bitter taste in my tongue because the cost, and I'm just going in circles with the same complaints week after week about Disney. But I'll go eventually. I don't know if the Darksaber will be available.
I was lucky to get into the rides because I was talking to Glenn. I was explaining to him that my wife is. I don't know if you guys noticed that Fast Pass is not going to be there anymore. Now they call it the Genie something. You have to pay. We still don't know how it really works, because I heard the CEO of the parks trying to explain the Genie app, and he doesn't sound so convincing for me on the prices and how that's going to work. So
I don't think anybody is.
But I saw people getting into the line over there in the fast lane line, and I told my wife why they're going over there, because there's no fast line anymore. So we check, and they give you like a special treatment if you have something, because the reason that she's diabetic type 1, she's not supposed to be doing that line because her blood sugar levels might go down or up right in the middle of the line. So they give us that special permission that we can go into the rides without having to do the regular line. Still, you have to like make an appointment, but you can do whatever you want in the park. At the time it's up, you can just go into line and just go straight to the line. And that's the way that I could enjoy the park. And I was lucky to get into Smuggler run twice. Rise, I did the app thing twice. And basically all the other parks using my wife disability.
The disability mask,
yeah.
I've done that too. My stepmom, when we went in 2005, had a scooter, and we used and abused it too. So
yeah, and also my little kid was tired, and I ran a wheelchair because it was bigger for her because she's 8 years old, so she won't fit on those little strollers. So I ran a wheelchair, and you're in the disability line and with a wheelchair. Oh, this way. They were opening all the space for us, and yeah, it was kind of cool. Yeah, at least it was worth my money.
Yeah,
oh, good,
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, let's see, Alfonso. Did you pick anything up this week? We didn't go around and do all that.
Yes, I got. It's an old figure, but I got the Moff Gideon Black Series.
Okay,
because that's the only way to get the dark saber for the Mandalorian. And I got I don't know if you guys saw the poster with Luke with Grogu.
Yeah,
the poster. As soon as it wasn't pre-ordered, I did it and I got it already. So I'm trying to do a diorama with the scene of the black saber, the last scene over there with Luke taking the Grogu with the Mandalorian. I'm gonna do a diorama right underneath the poster. So I needed the black saber for the Mando. So that's the only thing I got, the Moff Gideon and the poster. That's the only things that I got recently.
I didn't get anything this week, but I did get a notification that the Power of the Force Luke Skywalker from Hasbro shipped, the Black Series version, the one that looks like one over there. I know you can't see in the podcast, but the farm boy muscle Luke.
Oh yeah, I saw somebody had. I think Anthony's gotten that one.
Yeah, so he's coming with the Black Series version.
Oh really?
Hopefully he's going to be here tomorrow or today or Monday, I should say.
Well, he's not going to be looking like He-Man, right? It's going to be like looking.
No, it's not going to look like He-Man. It's just a repack of the regular Luke that they've already released 2 or 3 times.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, there's something about that Power of the Force packaging that's just triggering that nostalgia for me, because that's when I started collecting up again. So I know it's a joke, but I love that line, and I love the long sabers. Everything was to the extreme. Like, it's just like, here, Luke, take this steroid, put this steroid in your lightsaber, and let's go. Release it. Have you ever seen Bill and Ted, Alfonso?
Yeah. Both of them. Both of those movies.
There's 3 of them.
There's 3 of them.
There's a new one.
Oh yeah, there's a new one. Yeah, I haven't seen the last one.
I think it's on Hulu.
Yeah.
Oh, it's already out?
Yeah.
It came out in August. We never did a review on that one, Glenn.
No, I guess
it's your wheelhouse.
Why would you say that, Jason?
Because you have
it's totally awesome. Excellent.
Dude, if you can't rule Star Wars, you might as well rule another, do something, another figure line you like. So
yeah.
Bill and Ted. I picked up some I don't know how to call them, but I guess they're samples.
Yep.
Of Bill and some of the men on card Bill and Ted figures. So,
but they don't have the sample tag on the back of them, right?
I don't know. I haven't seen the back of them, so I know when
just like I'll take them.
Yeah.
Sold.
Well, I bought them because they're mint, and I know I could sell the ones I've got and at least make up some of the money. And then it came with a Kenner, like internal Kenner piece of paperwork that has the guy requesting them.
Yes.
So that'll be cool to put in my collection.
So they are samples.
Yes.
Do you collect anything else than Star Wars, Jason?
No, I used to collect Simpsons and some of the Marvel Legends back when Toy Biz, but then I just started. I hate to use this metaphor again, swimming in the deep end of Star Wars, and I said I can't have too many pools, so I'm just gonna sell all the other pools and stay in the Star Wars pool. So, yeah, I'm just all Star Wars right now. My wife does do a little Disney, so I'll collect every now and then for something Disney, but for the most part,
Star Wars.
All Star Wars. Star Wars 24/7 here.
Yeah, there was a rumor that I heard from a guy named Jason. And I
got these guys too. I got a full loose run of them. I forgot to mention that. Bill and
Ted.
You
picked those up?
Yeah, I picked up a full loose run so that I can at least, see them do the.
Oh, are you going to put them next to the prototypes over there?
No, I'm going to keep that case pretty clean. I've got them just sitting right next to them so that people can at least, if you're here, you can have something to look at.
Oh, okay.
So that you don't want to touch the prototypes. You can touch the.
No, I just thought it would be cool to have the prototypes next to the finished product.
Next to it, yeah.
I might. I don't know how cluttered it's going to get in there. I like how clean that case looks.
Well, you do you, boo.
Yeah. Well, maybe when you come over next time, we can talk about it.
Yeah, I was saying that I heard a rumor from a guy named Jason that he was saying that the new trend was going to be the mission fleet. And
not this Jason then.
Yeah, it was you, man. I heard
you said something about mission fleet last podcast.
Yeah. And I said, wow, that's a good way to begin a collecting. Jason,
that's a new place to start. Yeah, for kids.
Yeah. So I got a bunch of them. Even for my birthday, my wife brought me a bunch of them.
Awesome.
I don't have no display for them, but yeah.
Well, they did. Well, it's a cool way to get the Razor Crest because they released the Razor Crest in that line, and they released the
Millennium
Mandalorian Starfighter. The what?
They have the Millennium also,
right?
And they have TIE fighters. And I read somewhere, and I saw the pictures that they're gonna be releasing the Bad Batch, the whole crew. Great. That's gonna be neat.
Yeah, it's a cool scale.
On not on vintage, not on Black Series. But you can have them. You can buy the ones that are already out from the Black Series, but they're going to be releasing the whole package, the whole 5.
Are they going to be releasing the fire spray?
No, I don't know.
You mean Slave One?
Yeah, the Slave One.
Fire spray.
Yeah, but I haven't seen that one over there. Have you seen it?
No, I don't think they've announced that they're going to be releasing Boba Fett's Starship yet, but the change has happened that it's now the fire spray.
I have to.
Now you can get your license plate there, Glenn.
Yes, I can. Fire spray. But I got to give Ted, our buddy Ted, he brought up a good point about this. But I think now that they've changed it, it doesn't make sense. But let's say you have all seen The Jerk, the movie, the old school movie, the Steve Martin movie, The Jerk.
Yeah. Oh, it's been a while.
Yeah. Okay. Well, his dog's name, I'm going to curse, was called Shithead in the movie.
My virgin years. Why would you do that?
So when they released it they changed his name to Hero. So could you imagine Lego doing a Steve Martin, The Jerk series? They want to call the dog Shithead. They'd call him Hero or whatever, or they call it Steve Martin's dog, but it's still Shithead in the, in the everywhere else. So it kind of, I'm paraphrasing, but I thought it was a good analogy. And they're probably, to us, it's still the Slave One, but they're not, they've got it's a weird name. So they've got to make up something new.
Yeah.
But
it is what it is.
It is what it is. I'm actually surprised it took this long for them to change it. And I guess with Boba Fett coming back to the forefront, now it's a problem. Down. Right. It's a problem and we got to change it. And at least with the fire spray, we all know it was a fire spray series.
Class ship.
Class ship.
Fire spray class ship. Yeah.
Right. So now it's just, there you go. It's easy, quick and easy. And, it's easier to say than Boba Fett ship.
I got a question for you, Glenn.
Yeah.
Or maybe you, Jason. Do you, any of you guys have the chopper on the 375 inch?
Yeah.
I don't.
Do you have it?
Yeah.
Because I've been trying to get one of those.
They're hard
because she likes Rebels. She have most of them. She's only missing the chopper one.
Yeah, the chopper one was really hard to find. I actually found it in the Disney store in Chicago when we were up in Chicago, and I snatched it. That's
But
the
a
only
while
time
ago,
I've
right?
seen it. Yeah, this was 5 or 6 years ago that I saw it.
Yeah, 'cause I found like 2 or 3 on eBay, but they were way too expensive for the figure for my daughter. So yeah, but it's kind of hard to find the chopper stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Well, they did. Disney released one, like one of the builder droids. They had a chopper. That might be, you might be able to find that one for cheap.
What do you mean on the Disney store?
Yeah, Disney store released them.
Yeah, Disney's got its own line of, and they've actually just released like a witch-looking one. It's red with a witch hat. They do every year. They do a Halloween special themed droid. They do a Christmas themed special droid, and then a couple of years ago they did a C-3PO and R2-D2 together, and then they did a droid, chopper. I just lost my train of thought. See, there's a squirrel.
The chopper was released at Celebration 17 because that's where I got mine. That's in Orlando. Huh?
Yeah, there's some guys on Facebook that there's a page actually that they you subscribe to the page, not subscribe, just join the page, and they go to the park and get stuff for you. I don't know if that's real.
Yes, yeah, I've used that service before.
Oh, have you used it?
Yeah, we got the pins that look like Olga Cantina coasters.
Yeah,
because we knew we weren't going to be able to get there, so we hired someone to go in and grab them for us.
Yeah, they were offering the Wish one, the new one, the red one. Retail price is $12.99. They were selling those for $30. I give it a thought, and then I said, nah, I don't need it, so I'm not gonna take it.
Yeah, was it 30 ship? Huh?
I'm 30 plus shipping. Shop Disney app right now.
And they, I read yesterday that Disney is getting a limit that you can only buy 2 at a time or something like that.
Yeah.
Because of that same reason.
Yeah.
People were getting to the parks, getting stuff for other people and reselling it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the shopper, shopper is kind of hard to find. It's one of my favorite ones. Yeah, he's the one who cursed the most.
Right.
Star Wars. Yeah, but he had the attitude.
I love me some
the shopper. Yeah. Oh yeah, I see it right over there.
Yep. I got that at Celebration in Orlando. So at 17 when I was down
he has that New Yorker attitude. So that's why I like him. He doesn't care that much. He just curses.
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, Chopper was a good guy.
W1CH. That's the droid for this season.
And you said it was on Shop Disney?
It's not on Shop Disney. It's on eBay for $30, like he's saying.
Well, I mean, if that 30 was including shipping, I would consider it. But if you had to pay shipping on top of that 30, I'd be aggravated.
Yeah, the guy told me 30 plus shipping. And then I said, no, I don't need it that much.
No, then you're at almost $40.
Yeah, I'd rather prefer try to find a shopper instead of that.
Yeah, if you're going to spend $40 on a droid, you can find a chopper for.
Yeah,
you should be able to find a chopper.
I'd rather buy one of those nice Smuggler Galaxies t-shirts.
Yes.
Go to the link on the description of the program. You're going to find the link for the Smuggler Galaxy podcast t-shirt. Now
on our Instagram. Look on our Instagram. We have the link on our Instagram page. Smugglers.
I'm going to be honest with you. We had, I have an R. What is the name of the droid?
The R5?
R5?
Yeah.
R5. Actually, my wife was the one who did the design. I want to explain you why. My wife have a graphic bachelor degree in graphic designing. I just only have experience and 2 years into it. And she made the R5 for something that we were going to be using it, but we'd never get to use it. So as soon as you told me, can you, we're trying to do something to improve the logo or to change the logo, the image of the podcast. I thought, yeah, what can I do that is not going to be a millennium or the font of the Star Wars lettering? Because every podcast has the Star Wars font or the Millennium Falcon. And I said, wow, what am I going to do? Then I remember that I have that design that my wife made, and I just basically changed it a little bit to Chopper.
Yeah.
And then Glenn said, Jason think that you might put a hand over there because this is a collecting podcast. And I was thinking like, man, if I put a hand into that design, it's gonna look like the intro of the Toys That Made Us. It's not gonna look cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I say, what can I put over there to make it look like a collecting stuff? And I remember, oh, the car. I can put the car on the back, so it might look like a collection. And then I remember that it's almost impossible to get one. So yeah, that's how I came out with the logo over there.
That looks great.
Yeah, it was a great logo, man. Thank you.
Thanks, man. If you're listening to the program, go to YouTube right now, Smuggler Galaxy Podcast on YouTube, and you can see the design right over there.
Enough plugging our show. Plug your show. What you're on a couple shows, right?
I have 2 podcasts. I have one about rock music, because I used to be, you can say, an artist or a public figure when I was in Puerto Rico, on the movement of the local rock music.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I used to be a musician. I used to be an artist. Newspapers, TV shows, whatever you can name it. And then I became a manager, and then I became a public relation guy. And then I was a radio DJ on a rock station over there. Then I opened my own radio station. That's another story. But yeah, I was basically all the time on the movement of the rock music over there. So I created a podcast named Rockeao, Hablemos de Rock. It means like rocket. Let's talk about rock. In Spanish, in English, in Spanish, Rockeao, Hablemos de Rock. When I do interviews and all the stuff, when people is complaining about, I'm not getting that much money from Spotify, with the same kind of crying, I say, well, are you looking for that money? And I explain how actually you can get not even the money from Spotify, money from other resources that you can use to get your money. So stop complaining and whining if you don't know how to do it. And then my other podcast is Comic Silly Podcast, where we talk about you name it, He-Man or Spider-Man or Superman or Star Wars or stuff like that. But I don't do a recap of what happened on the week, because everybody's doing that. If you go to a podcast about pop culture, that's what they do. They read the news or just what happened on the week. And in 2 years, that is going to be a worthless episode, because you're already talking about something that already happened and everybody knows. So, for example, we took like a character like Miles Morales, and I go to his origins, because he's Puerto Rican and black, and the comics and the game, and at the end the movie, and at the end the toys. So we do like everything from just one character at a time, not the recap of what just happened on the weekend. Yeah, that's my 2 podcasts. Awesome. Both of them in Spanish, of course, because my English is weird.
That's all good. You have a beautiful accent. I love your accent. Reminds me of Miami.
Are you still looking for a host on the Star Wars or the pop culture one?
Yeah, I'm looking for a co-host.
Tell people how to find you.
You can write me an email at rockthetoys@gmail.com. And you can go to our page on Comics Daily Podcast on Facebook. Because, it's kind of hard to find someone that actually likes what you like and have the same passion about it. Like you guys, you can feel the chemistry between you guys, because you love what they do and you like to do the podcast and all that stuff. But it's kind of hard to find someone responsible to keep that track with you. Yeah. So, I'm trying to figure out a way to get that other, but not by myself. It's gonna be sounding weird, just myself talking for an hour or something.
Yeah.
Jason knows how that goes.
See. You'll say, man.
Yeah, man.
Just say, man. That's very Puerto Rican. Just say, man.
I failed my first quarter Spanish, so don't look at me to speak Spanish. I know what Banos means, because I go to Home Depot enough and look for the bathrooms. And
¿Dónde está la lechuga?
You have a good pronunciation, though.
Yo soy muy romántico.
Now you sound like a soap opera.
Sí.
Sí, mucho.
Mucho gusto.
You know a lot of Spanish. Right?
Yeah, I think it's starting to come back just talking to you a little bit. But I if you started to say something in Spanish right now, there's no way in hell I'd be able to keep up. Or
I was thinking that you might be my co-host for the other Star Wars podcast in Spanish.
No way. No.
Yeah, man, but I really appreciate you guys having this chance to get me into your show, because like I said, I was a huge fan. I'm still a huge fan. I admire what you guys do. You are really cool guys, and why not? When Glenn told me, I said, well, yeah, of course I'm going to do it, man.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. And did you say you had a YouTube channel?
Kind of. It's Rock the Toys also on YouTube. I don't give that much love. I just put some videos over there, like the props that I do or stuff like that, or news. And actually, before leaving you guys, I want to say sorry to Jason. I want to publicly say sorry to Jason, because when I first met the podcast or find the podcast, I was complaining about Jason's sound on his microphone.
Yeah. No, it's all good. No worries.
Yeah, because I used to, when I'm doing the lawn, I heard the podcast, and as soon as Jason was talking, it was that sound over there. I said, man, that's a really good podcast. Why they don't fix that? That's a really good podcast. And what he's saying is kind of cool and important. And then I told Glenn, and then Jason got a new microphone. So I'm sorry. Still, I gave you guys a 5-star review. So
I appreciate that. It's better than the 1-star review we got this week.
Oh, no way. God. Really?
Yeah, we got a 1-star review. So they didn't put a comment review. It was just, I'm just going to click the 1-star. And I like to think that it's some sort of competing Star Wars podcast, because I mean, we could name our podcast Not Another Star Wars Podcast, and there's so many out there. So I just think it's maybe a competing podcaster just saying, I'm going to push them down a few.
Well, it might be the guys that I said before, that they grew up that much that now they think they're the top of the list, right next to Rebel Scum. I mean, not Rebel Scum, Rebel Radio. Is the
Rebel
other
Force
one?
Radio.
Rebel Force Radio, yeah. Maybe they think they're like right behind them, and they don't want you guys near that area over there, because they're professionals and they have the connections and all this stuff.
Keeps us humble. Keeps us hungry.
For me, it's the best Star Wars podcast. So
awesome. Thank you.
And I'm gonna help you guys as much as I can.
We appreciate that.
Sweet.
Yeah. And plug.
But I really appreciate you guys having me and having the time for a Puerto Rican or Eureka guy with a weird accent being on your show with no talent. I told Jason, I don't know, because most of the people you guys invite to the show, they are professionals in something, or they knew about something from Star Wars itself. I'm not that guy. What I'm going to be talking about in your show, man. But
you're a professional Puerto Rican. You've got that Puerto Rican experience that we don't have.
You're right.
Yeah. But thank you so much, man.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Thanks for joining us, Alfonso. You can find us on Smugglers Galaxy on Facebook. Email us smugglersgalaxy@gmail.com. Please leave a good review on iTunes for us, not 1 stars.
Yeah. If you're listening to us, just do us a favor and leave us a review. Hopefully it's higher than 3 stars. Be honest. We're not asking you to give us a 5-star review. Just tell us how you feel. Put a review up there. Hopefully it'll counteract that 1 star.
Yeah.
Not that we're looking for stars or anything. We're just helps people find us.
Right. It does. And we're just a couple of guys who likes talking Star Wars. So obviously
Bill and Ted every so often.
Yeah. Bill and Ted. We talk about our lives, man. And and Star Wars.
We can talk about the Spider-Man trailer.
Get the shirt.
Get the shirt.
If you go to a concert, you buy the shirt of the band, like Benjamin, Striper, or whatever. You get the shirt, right? If you go to Star Wars, you get the Star Wars shirt. If you listen to this podcast, get the shirt, man.
We didn't talk about the Spider-Man 3 trailer, No Way Home, but that has me just as excited for a Spider-Man movie as I am with like a Star Wars movie. I am amped up for that new Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. We'll see what happens. I've heard some rumors, but I don't want to get into it right now because
we're closing the show, and here I am bringing up a new topic.
You are bringing up, Jesus, Jason.
Sorry.
Did I not teach you anything in podcast school?
Oh, what about He-Man too? We've never got to He-Man.
No, we never did.
Don't get there, man. Don't get there. You don't want me. You don't want to listen to me talking about the new He-Man.
Well, then I'll
Not a
end
fan.
it then.
Not a fan.
You're not a fan of it?
I'm a fan of He-Man, not of the new show.
Okay. The new show I thought was good. I need to watch it in a way, knowing what happens, and watch it from that angle. But, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed all the references and stuff. But, it's a worth, 5 episodes. It's worth it. But anyway, I'm going to end it now because we're going to talk for another hour. This is the way.
See you guys.
Later.
Say this is the way in Spanish.
Esta es la manera.